One Piece has been lying to us this entire time. Oda has been lying to us. Of course, not really. When I say lying, I'm talking about the premise of the story. When we got into One Piece, what were the first things that we heard? What was the goal? What were we trying to accomplish with Luffy? Holding his hand, guiding him through, trying to get him through all these obstacles to get to. Well, duh, it was to become the Pirate King. That's not really the goal here. Because for the Yonko and the candidates that be, whomever wins becomes more than the Pirate King. So this video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN. Surfshark, which is a virtual private network, is an award-winning VPN. You may think it's something you probably don't need, or you don't understand what a VPN does or how it works. Well, I'll break it down for you. A VPN is your own private network that you can use to protect your information while streaming, shopping, or just casually browsing the internet. It's funny because incognito mode to some people is very secure, but fun fact, all it means is that your browser doesn't save cookies. Your ISP can still track your activity and collect your data. It also does not stop websites from seeing your location. Yeah, crazy, right? With Surfshark VPN, it blocks ads, trackers, malware, and even phishing attempts from users trying to steal your information. You can use Surfshark to protect yourself, and you can do all this with one account, because one account covers unlimited household devices. So to start browsing safely, click the link below, use code B.D.A for 83% off and 4 months free. Yeah, I get it. Knowing you're exposed is terrifying, but use my link and protect yourself and sign up for Surfshark. What is the Pirate King? Is it respect? Is it power? Is it strength? Is it assets? Is it territory? Is it glory? Well, it seems to be a culmination of all of that. That's what Roger was. Roger was, as I explained him, to be a trailblazer. And you can be the same by subscribing to this channel, okay? Dropping a like, turning on post notifications. Do you want to be just like the Pirate King? Then that's what the Pirate King would do. He would subscribe to this channel and he would drop a like, and definitely turn on post notifications because he likes leaving a mark. Anyway, seriously though, no, subscribing was serious, but on another note, I do think the idea of Pirate King is something that it's somewhat antiquated. It's almost as if you're chasing after something that existed in the past. There's a reason why none of the Yonko had become Pirate King as yet. And I think that's the reason why Shanks is doing what he's doing, because he's realized this. The Pirate King title isn't really a Pirate King title. Whoever wins right now, right? The goal is in this arena for this tournament, whoever wins become the Pirate King. Whoever finds the 4 poneglyphs gets the One Piece. Yay, you're the Pirate King. But not really. You see, the interesting thing about becoming the Pirate King, right, that I've realized that it took a while for us to understand, is that it's not really about the Pirate King title at all for any of these people. It's a means to an end. It's something to accomplish because people feel like it can aid their true goal. Everyone feels that way. Seriously. Okay, well, let me explain it to you guys. I'm sure for the world government, they understand what the Pirate King means. They understand for Roger, becoming the Pirate King means influence. Right? And Roger, because of the influence he gained from becoming the Pirate King, influence equates to control. And when people can be influenced and changed and their minds warped in a way, the world government can't maintain the control that they need. And also the Pirate King for the world government, they assume that would lead to the true history, the ancient history, the void. So that's something they had to quell. That's why the world is set up the way it is. Communication, accessibility, all that is difficult in the world of One Piece and the world government, they're just atop the perch on the red line and the perfect place to oversee it all. That's why Marineford was moved. It's all to maintain control. So for them, we understand what it would mean to quell that entire journey and also even obtain it. They would maintain control. Let's go through the other candidates though. We'll start with Big Mom. Big Mom's goal to become the Pirate King. It's not necessarily about influence. It's not necessarily about the journey. It's not necessarily about power. Big Mom's goal. Do we remember what her goal was? She wanted to have everyone the same size as her. She wants a world in which everyone can exist at eye level. If she believes becoming the Pirate King and getting more power would lead to her acquiring the adequate resources to accomplishing that goal. It's not about what that means. She wants to be greater than that. Means to an end. Kaido. It's not necessarily about becoming the Pirate King. What it truly means. The freest on the seas. No. He wants chaos. He wants a world war. Power. What about Blackbeard? Blackbeard's goal, same thing. Power. He wants it all. The Pirate King doesn't matter to these people the way it does to a few individuals. Let's veer off from the Yonko for a bit. Let's go to someone like Law. Becoming the Pirate King for someone like Law, again, is not about the title, what it represents. Freedom. I think people view the Pirate King like the Dragon Balls. Like once I get that title, once I attain everything there is to attain, by accomplishing that, I can get what I really want. But I think it's ingenious because all these things can really be accomplished by getting that crown. That's the ingenious part about this, and shout out to Oda, because with this Pirate King title, if you go through this journey and how it's been set up with the poneglyphs, where you have to go through the other Yonko, with the revolutionaries being a part of it, you can really accomplish all your true goals by attaining this title. But does anyone know what it really means? When we get a bit deeper with every Yonko, with Big Mom, we see her true nature. We see how she used to be. We see how she transformed into what she is now, right? It gives you an idea of their true goal. Big Mom went to create a Totland, and Totland is a place in which you can survive by giving her some of your lifespan. But ultimately, it is a utopia for the most part. It is somewhere that when you dig deeper, it is a pretty dark place, but overall, on its surface, you think everyone is living there happily, but it's by choice because they are protected. And Big Mom is in charge of all of that. She created her own little family, right? Because the people she thought she loved, the people she thought loved her, they disappeared. And you know what happened there? For Kaido, it seems to be a bit vindictive. It seems to be about strength, chaos, ruling with an iron fist, but also to quell his boredom, to feel alive, to die. But also, we can dig a bit deeper with Kaido as well. Remember, Kaido, he talks about people abandoning you after being defeated. He talks about Yamato not understanding the reason why he picked Wano. Kaido has specific reasons for the things that he's doing. And again, when he mentions Joy Boy, when he allies with Big Mom to gain the Pirate King's title, it's not about the title. Everybody that's after this thing is chasing something they deem greater. This is just a path in which they feel like it can be attained. Not many people know what's truly there. We have a few, really. I would assume Shanks knows by now. Remember, I haven't talked about Shanks yet, but it's a path. Now to Shanks. What does this mean to him? I think Shanks found out long ago that becoming the Pirate King, whoever wins becomes greater than the Pirate King, because what the Pirate King really means is change, impact, the journey after the journey. Shanks is someone that's holding the world together right now, in my opinion. Yes, there are theories out there about him being evil. I can't really resonate with them as yet because that would be super big brained, because you could have brought Luffy on your crew. You chose not to do that. There are so many instances in which Shanks could have manipulated Luffy. He chose to, grooming is a terrible way to say this, but he chose to groom Luffy in a way he felt like could bring out the most potential. I'm sacrificing something as great to me as my arm for you, because that's how much I believe in you and your future. Then I'm going to give you a mission, a journey to seek me out when you are a great pirate. So much nuance. What does that mean? How do I know what you deem a great pirate? But the thing is, we understand it the more Luffy goes. When Luffy's in a position to impact the world, Shanks feels like he could. That bet, that's when he'll become a great pirate. In my opinion, the reason why he isn't going after the Pirate King, the One Piece, is because he knows what comes with it. He knows the journey after the journey. And for him, he's not adequately equipped to do that. He's not the one. Whoever wins becomes greater than the Pirate King. That's why Luffy has to be the one, because he's the only one who, again, it's literally about the journey, becoming the freest on the sea. So if that's about Luffy's journey, becoming the freest on the seas, right? And the journey with his friends, everything he's been through, and he goes and he sees what it is. He now understands the true history of the world. If his goal is to be the freest on the seas, and he realized that this ancient kingdom and all these people were in captive or just obliterated by the world government, how can you continue your path knowing the euphoria of freedom? How can you continue your path knowing there are literally people today that are still enslaved? So it's a few things to piece together. Like I said, achieving the Pirate King, right? The journey after the journey, finding out the true history of the world, which more than likely encapsulates slavery, genocide, just a host of bad things that's happened to the world. But I think the main thing is uncovering this history. Do you think Big Mom would care about slaves or slavery? She literally has slaves. She has a book where she captures races, strange things, and enslaves them. Kaido, he's had slaves in Udon. How long was Kawamatsu enslaved? Doesn't matter to him. Blackbeard, we know for a fact something like that would not matter. He would become a slave master himself. And we know Shanks isn't chasing after that. So essentially, something I failed to mention is becoming the Pirate King. The main thing there is about knowledge. With what Roger left behind, it will give you the adequate knowledge to accomplish anything. Because now you're combining your experiences, things you went through, the path you've traveled, to what Roger left behind. But it may equate to nothing for you if you're not ready, if you're not in a position to change these things. This Pirate King title, it's already chosen the person that's meant to find it, because everyone else is not about that. Law is going to accompany them. He's going to find out what he needs to find out, but Luffy's the only person that's truly equipped to become greater than the Pirate King, because the Pirate King is a trailblazer. That's what Roger was. Finding a path never traveled, creating this thing, this tournament of power, one could say, to prepare them for the next step. It's not as meticulous as Jing and Hunter x Hunter in creating this game for Gon to grow. However, it is just as important. What did Rayleigh say? We were too early. We were not ready. And the thing is, what's great about this story, what's great about this path, this journey, is that other things had to fall into place. Even Luffy's crew members, all these people had to be ready and willing and able to step up to support him, because he can't do it on his own. When Luffy says, I cannot and will not become the Pirate King without you, Sanji, it's because he cannot. Sanji fulfills a role, Zoro fulfills a role, Robin obviously, Nami, Jinbei, Usopp. People don't understand the importance of Usopp, which I'll talk about this week for sure, but Usopp is the heart. I'm not gonna get deeper into my video yet, but think about Usopp's relationship with every crew member. It is pure. Every crew member has had a moment with Usopp. That's what he brings, and you can't replicate that, but we'll talk about it. These things make it clear that whoever wins isn't the Pirate King. Whoever wins becomes greater than the Pirate King, because the responsibility of what comes with it, you have to be up to the task. And Luffy, it's not just about him right now, his crew, the people he has assembled pushes him greater. Do you guys remember the opening when Luffy's standing there and Ace just pushes him forward? That's Luffy's crew. Luffy probably won't even understand all of it. That's why he has Jinbei around him, a fishman, Nico Robin, someone from Ohara, Zoro, Traces of Wano, Sanji, Germa Kingdom, Nami, a weather genius, Usopp, the heart, Brooke, I'm kidding. Someone that has a lot of knowledge as well. Chopper, the best doctor we've seen so far next to Korea, huh? I would say Marco, but we know what Marco did in Marineford. Anyway, people are gonna say, Frankie, how you forget Frankie? No, we understand what Frankie brings to the table. We're not here without Frankie. We're not here without a lot of these people, any of them. So I think it's beautiful, right? The path laid before them, the path laid before Luffy is preparation. He can't be too early. He has to be great. He has to be greater than Shanks. When Oda released that message about Mihawk trying to find someone stronger than Shanks, Shanks was preparing for someone to be greater than him. Shanks, I believe, knows of Luffy's lineage, connection to Garp, connection to Dragon. And again, the words Luffy said that equate to what Roger said, that was a nail in the coffin. This kid is special. This kid has the potential to be great. I'm going to bet on him. And I'd say so far, the bet is paid off. But guys, give me your thoughts. How do you feel about this? Do you agree that whoever wins becomes greater than the Pirate King? Because if you think about the ancient weapons, what if there are instructions about what the ancient kingdom is and the ancient weapons, how to use them? If Big Mom, Kaido, Blackbeard get their hands on something like that, that's greater than whatever the Pirate King could be. Rocks, I'm sure, understood this as well. He knew of all this. That's why they had to erase him. Get him out of here. He knows too much. And Luffy, him himself, he probably doesn't have to know all of that, because look around him. Literally, look around him. If we had Luffy in the center and all the people around him that impact his decisions and all the people around him that can support his decisions, the world government should be sending every single force to Wano to capture Luffy right now. Guys, give me your thoughts. Make sure to like the video if you did. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Follow me on Twitter at BragoDAce. Follow me on Instagram at BragoD.Ace. Thank you to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Again, guys, like and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
I start doubting me, I felt lost. I rewrite